First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez will be very interesting. Very goddamn interesting. Look official, November 24th. In Las Vegas. Look, I'm gonna say this about David Benavidez. Shout out to you for taking this fight. Because I'm gonna say this. In my opinion, I think David Benavidez is somewhat giving Andrade an opportunity. In my opinion, you didn't have to take this fight. You could have waited on Jaime Munguia. Or tried to get Berlanga, which I think that would have been an easier fight for you. Yeah, you fighting Boo Boo. And I feel like you kind of giving him an opportunity. Because it is safe to say that David Benavidez, in my opinion, well, it ain't opinion. He's a bigger name than Andrade. So, and this fight will be on Showtime pay-per-view. So, yeah. Andrade will be getting a nice check, and you damn near giving him an opportunity. Even though you're not a champion, you are a star in boxing. So, in my opinion, I feel like you giving Andrade the opportunity. However, I have criticized you over the years. I mean, I ain't even had this channel for years. Yeah, over the past year, I have criticized you at times because, you know, it's only a few boogeymen in boxing. It ain't but a couple. I think Matias is the boogeyman of 140. Boots is the boogeyman of 147. It ain't a lot of boogeymans. It ain't no boogeyman at 135. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say something. Where Charles Conwell, he may be the boogeyman of 154. Nobody ever talks about him. He may be. But it's some bad boys at 154. But anyway, at 168, David Morrell is the fucking boogeyman at 168. And listen, I'm going strictly off the eye. And sometimes you got to do that. Just like with Boost, bro. That's why Boost is on my pound for pound list. Straight eye test. You know? Matter of fact, I'm going to have to make a pound for pound list. Because if I was to make a pound for pound list, I might have David Morrell in my top 10. I never even thought I might have David Morrell. I'm going to make a pound for pound list. But yeah, I might have David Morrell in my top 10. I think he's a top 10 talent for sure. Anyway, I think he's the boogeyman, and I think he's the most dangerous fighter at 168. He only got 8 fights, but he's a southpaw. He definitely punching harder than anybody at 168. He can knock you out with one punch, bro. And he's very athletic. And he's long. He's 6'3", big as shit. But I ain't gonna stay on him. But I just felt like, in my opinion, that David Benavidez and his father, they're not eager to make that fight. I think they see the danger in it. He's young. Very hungry, very fucking dangerous. I'm telling you right now, he got the highest ceiling. But I'm going to stay off that, and maybe down the line that fight might happen, but I just felt like at this point, bro, nobody really want to fight Morrell at 168. There's nobody hyped to do that shit, so I don't know what he going to have to do, but I'm telling you right now, Dave Morrell is a problem, a serious problem. Anyway, man, and he got a good ring IQ. Cuban fighter. Yeah. But you fighting Andrade, bro, is a dangerous fight for you. And even though he's 36, Really ain't seen no slippage like that. You just one thing about Andrade, he will fight to the level of his competition. He will do that shit. If he see within the first 6 rounds you can't fuck with him, he'll step out the gas. He'll step out the gas and just cruise through the fight. He's done it in his last 10, 15 fights. He just cruised through his opponents. And he fights to the level of his competition. Yeah. His style is very tough for you in my opinion. But I give you credit, but it's strategic, bro, because nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble. Anyway, nobody knows, bro. Andrade he's like a, just don't know, bro. I just don't know. Andrade has been one of the least active fighters in boxing to have been boxing so long. Last 6, 7 years, bro, he fought once a year. He ain't been fighting twice a year. He been fighting once a year. But he dominate every opponent. He's never looked bad in a fight. He's never had a close fight. Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. In my opinion, Andrade might be. I'm gonna tell you something. This is. It's like. But when I look at, and I've been watching you train, bro. I've been looking at some clips. Andrade big as shit. And his debut was at 168 when he fought Damon Nicholson on the undercard of Tank fight. But I've been watching you, bro. Andrade big as shit, and he done filled up in the weight, and Andrade look ready. Andrade look ready. And it just give me a little hope to say maybe he still got it, bro. Maybe he still got it, or whatever he still got left, he finna just give his all, bro. I definitely believe that. Andrade got an opportunity to. He might be the Bernard Hopkins of boxing. You know, Bernard Hopkins was like 38, 39 when he fought Trinidad. And after that, he started getting big fights. Yeah, before that, he wasn't getting no big fights. His only big fight was Roy Jones. But he was about 38, 39 when he got that Trinidad fight. And that was one of the greatest performances of all time, in my opinion. That was a star performance. Star performance. But you got a chance to do some shit like that, because I'm telling you, when I look at Andrade, bro, he may be one of them fighters that was so good that he still may be, because I'm gonna tell you, bro, Andrade one of my favorite fighters, especially coming up. And when he was at 154, I don't think nobody was better than him. The only fighter I may say was probably better was Andre Ward, because he was the man at that time. But that's close. In my opinion, he was better than Spence, Bud, both Charlos. I don't think nothing was fucking with him when he was at 154. In my opinion, he was the most impressive fighter, bro. The hand speed, the combinations. Andrade, one of the few fighters in boxing that throw combinations. Not many. And David Benavidez throw combinations too. Shout out, yeah, he do that. He throw combinations, but Andrade throw just spectacular ass combinations. And he definitely got a high ring IQ. I think Andrade got a top 3 defense in boxing. I think Shakur got the best defense in boxing. I may put Andrade number 2. Andrade number 2. Yeah. Andrade number 2. But I'm gonna say some wild shit. I might go Gary Russell Jr. number 3 with defense. I might say Gary Russell Jr. Motherfucker got good ass defense. That motherfucker made McSayo miss all night and beat his ass with one hand. But anyway, I think he may have the second best defense in boxing. Very hard to hit. He's a southpaw. And what's dangerous, I don't know if David Benavidez or his father has taken into account, and I don't think because nobody talks about it because he don't get knockouts. Andrade punching, bro. He punching, bro, and he sit down on his punches. That's one thing he do. He don't just hit on the move like that. He sit down on his punches, and that overhand left, I'm telling you, I know for a fact, it's gonna be hard for David Benavidez to miss that shot. He gonna hit him with it, bro. He gonna catch him with that overhand left. He gonna walk right into it. And in my opinion, Benavidez's chin has not been tested, but in my opinion, it's gonna be tested, bro. Especially with the combination. Andrade punch hard. Every opponent I've seen him in the ring with, at some point he hurt him. He just don't get him out of there. But I'm gonna say another thing. Even right now, at 36 years old, I think he's a better fighter than Caleb Plant. I think his defense is better, the ring generalship better, and the biggest difference between Andrade and Caleb Plant, Andrade not mentally weak. He don't mentally fade. One thing I've noticed about, and it's not, people think he fade later rounds. It's not that he fade. He just slow down because you're slowing down because of the punish. See, the difference between Plant and Andrade is, because I'm going to be real, the first 7 rounds, at least the first 6 rounds, I think Plant completely dominated David Benavidez. I think he completely dominated. Bro, during the first 6 rounds, I was looking at that fight like, David Benavidez, this shit, he finna get exposed. Because he's not winning one round. He's walking forward and getting caught. And he's missing with shots. I said, Caleb Plant is really exposing that. But in the 7, 8, 9, one thing, Caleb Plant, he mentally fade. It ain't just that he physically fade. He mentally fades, bro. He mentally fade. He's not mentally strong like that. And I just feel like the mental pressure he just caves in. Not Andrade. And also, Plant hit and moved too much. He did not hit David Benavidez with anything to stop him in his tracks. You can't expect to outbox a fighter for 12 rounds like David Benavidez and not put no pain on him, not put no hurting on him. And that's the difference between Andrade. He'll outbox you, but them first 6 to 7 rounds, he gonna put some pain. He gonna hit you with some heavy shots to slow you down and break you down to when it get to the later rounds, you pretty much, he just done mentally defeated you. So Andrade got that kind of shit. I'm telling you right now that, and Benavidez may have a solid granite chin, but any fighter get hit with flush combinations after flush combinations. I could see David Benavidez getting dropped a couple times in this fight. I could see him getting dropped, and maybe even Andrade getting dropped. This shit gonna be a fight. nah. The more I think about it, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. Andrade gonna move and box, but see what people don't realize about Andrade will fight, and he got a good inside game. Oh, David Benavidez definitely got the reach. He's slightly taller. David Benavidez 6'2", but Andrade's 6'1", so he ain't just way bigger than Andrade either. Another thing I want to say about Benavidez. You in that same boat, bro. And I don't know why we want to attach Benavidez's name to the Charlos and to because in my opinion, Andrade is the only one who has really said fuck Canelo. Ever since he called him out at the press conference, and everybody laughed at Andrade and said, "Oh, Canelo clowned him and shit like that." Andrade was like, "Fuck him." He don't even ask for the fight. He don't even call for the fight no more. None of that shit. Fuck Canelo. But Benavidez is in the same boat as the Charlos, the same boat as Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, because all those fighters want this Canelo sweepstakes. They're begging for it. Spence begged for it. Now Bud is begging for it. Both Charlos begging for it. They pleading for it. And everybody just think Canelo just going to change their life and it's going to make them the greatest fighter of all time if they can beat him. So, yeah, I feel the same way about Benavidez. He just as desperate as them. And they all begging and pleading for a Canelo fight. But I'm finna tell you some real shit. If shit was real. See, I'm finna do a part 2. If shit was real, and let's go for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Just saying the rematch was whether Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford win. If shit was real and they was talking about being great and all that shit and talking about some shit like that, the fighter to fight is not, in my opinion, is not the winner of Canelo versus Jermell Charlo. It's the winner of David Benavidez versus Andrade, in my opinion. Let's say David Benavidez was to stop Andrade in devastating fashion. I think it would be spectacular to move to 168 and fight a real 168 pounder like David Benavidez, and you beat some shit like him. So, or if Andrade was to beat David Benavidez, it would prove that, in my opinion, that Andrade is still who he say he is. And if Andrade was to pull that off, because Jamel beat Canelo, he gonna fight him again, and I think he'll move back down. I don't think Jamel finna stay at 168 and campaign. So, you know, because I see Terrence Crawford talking about, I'm 180 pounds and I'm ready for, bro, I just don't know, bro. You motherfuckers just love, y'all just are enamored with Canelo, bro. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just wish you motherfuckers mentioned some other 168 pounders, bro. It ain't that spectacular. It's not that, bro. You just made 25 mil, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not guaranteed that Bud will make as much as he made against Spence. I don't know if he'll make that 25 mil against Canelo. I don't know that, bro. I can't guarantee. Bro, Jamel Charlo probably ain't making 20 mil in this fight. He might make 10, 15 mil or some shit like. He probably ain't making 20 mil in this fight. But anyway, I ain't finna get on that shit. But yeah, if shit was real, motherfuckers will be looking at the winner of this David Benavidez versus Andrade. Because I'm telling you, I feel it in the atmosphere. This fight here, because both fighters are hungry. I really think Andrade going to rise to the occasion. But David Benavidez, one thing about him in every fight, he going to be a dog. Guaranteed, he ain't going to let up. And so, I'm telling you, I always said this, and I predicted his future. He going to be great until he gets stopped. He gonna run through everything until a motherfucker catch him with some shit he don't see and stop him in his tracks. And Andrade definitely got that capability. Benavidez gonna run through you until you catch him with some shit to stop him in his tracks. So Caleb Plant didn't have that kind of firepower, but I'm telling you, Andrade do. And he got a chance to be the next, to do like Benoit Hopkins done it, late in his 30s. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to say some shit. Andrade was so good when he was in his 20s and shit like that. He was so much better than everybody. Kind of how Floyd was so much better in his 20s that even in his late 30s, he was still better than everybody. Andrade got, I ain't going to say Floyd type skills, but he's so good to me. He was so good when he was younger, and he's still so good to me even in his 30s that he still may be better than everybody, bro. He still might be better than everybody, because at 154, there's no fighter you can tell me that was better. I'm telling you, bro, people be thinking I just think the world of Devin and this and that, and I brag about Shakur and I say Tank is the shit. Andrade was better than all three of them when he was at 154. Tank, Shakur, Devin, neither one of them was better than him when Andrade was at 154, in my opinion. None of them. I think he was better than Bud. I think he was better than Spence, bro. In my opinion. The only thing that look, and I'm going to tell you some wild shit, though. Boots looks spectacular, too. Even though I don't think he beat Bud or Spence right now. But Boots looks spectacular. It kind of reminds me of how Andrade came in the game. The only difference, the biggest difference between Boots and Andrade, Boots definitely hitting harder, but Andrade had a higher ring IQ. Boots ain't showed me that. That's why I say Andrade is different, and Andrade don't get hit much, bro. Andrade do not, throughout his entire career, he don't get hit much. And when he got dropped by Vance Monterosa, man, that motherfucker got up and fought him. Straight in the inside and dog. He got that kind of dog in him. Caleb Plant kind of quit. Like he did against Canelo. Andrade ain't gonna quit, bro. You're gonna have to kill him to beat him, in my opinion. He been working with Andre Rozier, and Rozier talking like Andrade never lost a step. Like I said, shout out to David Benavidez. Even though Andrade 36, you taking a hell of a risk because he got the style to give you trouble. He got the style to give you trouble, so it's a dangerous fight for David Benavidez to take. So, you know, they want to have every fight in Vegas. Like, you know, Vegas is the, you know what kind of shit this going to be. But anyway, I'm excited about the fight. I'm excited as shit. And it's 2 weeks after my birthday. Yeah, I'm very excited about this fight, man. And it's definitely going to be exciting. It's going to be action-packed. Because Andrade going to definitely have to let his hands go more than he's ever done. But, I can't wait till the goddamn press conference. And I know it's going to get heated. I know it's going to get heated. I just can't wait, bro. So, shout out to both fighters for taking this fight. I think they are both warriors. They are both dogs. They're going to fight. It ain't just going to be some boxing shit. They're going to fight, too. Because you got to fight. To beat Benavidez, you can't just outbox him. You got to fight him, too, though. You know, Caleb Plant just didn't have the heart to do that shit. You got to fight him, too. And Andrade got the perfect style. Because I've seen Andrade fight and box. He'll fight you. So, but Benavidez throw a lot of punches. The speed, he got a slingshot jab. All that could give Andrade trouble. He could break Andrade down. So this is gonna bring out the greatness in both fighters, and it's gonna tell us a lot. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.